She was completely innocent, but her beauty cost her dream's job. Jefferson High was a model institution. Neat corridors, polished floors, disciplined classrooms. Every year, nearly 85% of students, both boys and girls, passed their exams with flying colors. The school was proud of its reputation, excellence, fairness, and academic balance. That balance shattered the day a new young teacher Miss arrived. Her name was Miss Kayla, 25 at most, newly hired to teach English literature. She had a master's degree, a magnetic voice, and looks that made people forget what day it was. Her presence in the classroom was impossible to ignore. Wavy dark hair, sharp cheekbones, slim, elegant figure. Even dressed conservatively, she radiated something that made time freeze. The first day she walked into class, the boys went silent. The girls, skeptical. But it was when she started writing on the board, her hand flowing across the chalkboard, her waistline catching the light, that the obsession began. Whispers grew. "She's like a movie star," someone murmured. "Is she really our teacher?" A boy gasped. And just like that, everything changed. Within the first 2 terms, data began to shift. In Miss Kayla's class, only 5% of the boys were passing. Meanwhile, over 80% of the girls were thriving. It didn't make sense. Jefferson High had never seen such a divide. Other teachers noticed it too. "She's too soft on the girls," one suggested. "No," said another. "The boys can't even focus. They're in love with her." In class, boys stopped raising their hands. They stared, daydreamed, forgot the difference between metaphors and similes. They weren't failing because they were dumb. They were failing because they were distracted. And Kayla? She taught passionately. She graded fairly. But somewhere deep down she knew what was happening. She had seen how they looked at her, how even grown male teachers stumbled over their words when she entered the staff room. But she told herself, "That's not my fault. I'm just doing my job." Then came the rumors. She knows exactly what she's doing. She bends forward when she writes just to tease them. Watch the way she walks. She's hypnotizing them. In the girls' bathrooms, complaints turned into envy. "She's making us invisible," one student whispered. "Every boy in this school is obsessed with her." The principal began hearing things. Worried parents, angry fathers. "My son used to be an A student. Now he stares at the wall and mumbles about Miss Kayla." Eventually, the school launched an investigation. The head of academics called her in. "Miss Kayla," he said sternly, "your male students are collapsing academically." She blinked. I treat everyone equally." "Intent doesn't erase impact," the principal added. "Some students say play with their minds, smile too much, act too familiar." Kayla was speechless. She had never touched anyone, never flirted. But the accusation was heavier than any action. A week later, she received a letter on her desk. "Your contract with Jefferson High is terminated, effective immediately." That afternoon, she packed her books. Boys watched her from the windows, some with tears, some with heartbreak. The girls, silent, cold. Only one, Lena, a quiet girl from the back row, approached her. "I don't believe what they say," she said gently. "You inspired me." Kayla smiled weakly. "Thank you. Never stop believing in yourself." She left Jefferson High with her head held high and her heart torn in two. Weeks passed. Rejections followed. No other elite school wanted to touch her name. Until finally, a modest community high school accepted her. Low funding, worn desks. But she had a class again. She tied her hair tighter, spoke softer. No more heels, no more smiles at the wrong time. She taught differently. One boy, Sean, lingered after class one day. "I think you're incredible, Miss Kayla," he said nervously. She looked him in the eyes. "Thank you. Now go finish your homework." One day, the school announced a statewide writing competition. Kayla encouraged everyone to try. One girl, Lena, now transferred to her new school, submitted a piece, a raw, powerful essay about judgment and perception. She won, and as she took the stage to receive her award, she said to my teacher, "Miss Kayla, thank you for teaching me that intelligence is more than grades." That being a woman doesn't mean shrinking yourself. That kindness, even in silence, matters. Some say Miss Kayla ruined a generation of boys. Others say she simply exposed how fragile young minds can be when they confuse beauty for permission. But the truth? Miss Kayla never crossed a line. Not with her words, not with her hands. She only existed in a world that wasn't ready for her. And though she lost her dream job, She became the kind of teacher students remember not for her looks, but for what she left behind: strength, controversy, and truth.